Life consists of existing and dying. In Aztec culture, death just formed a part of life. And really, there's no ignoring the fact that one day everyone you know, everything will perish from Earth. And in Aztec culture, this routine and completely mundane fact of life was embraced. Even children were said to belong to Mictlan Tecutli, the Lord of the Dead, the Lord of the House of the Dead, not to their mothers. They belonged to him. To illustrate this way of thinking that the Aztec culture had, the researcher Patrick Johansson from the prestigious University of UNAM in Mexico made an equation. Existence, or Nemilitzli, plus death, Mikitzli, equals to Yulitzli, which is life. And I find myself thinking about death quite a lot. I find a lot of solace as well in how the Mexicas used to think about death and how they really embraced it and formed a crucial part of the culture. Because I really obsess over it. I obsess over my own death. I obsess over when my family is going to die. I worry about what's going to happen to my things, and specifically I worry about my spirit, like what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen after life, after I die, but I have hope that there is life after death. And I think that there's something after I escape from this three-dimensional world that I see through my eyes, through my body. So inspired by this concept about dualities and life and death, and with some time in my hands, I decided to take some self-portraits that I feel like my glasses are very dirty. I'm gonna take them off for this. I decided to take off my glasses. I decided to take some self-portraits to illustrate this, to kind of just play with this concept that I have. And I did it here in my house. I just got 2 dresses, black and white dress. I decorated a section of my living room. And, it's very low budget, just here at the house. I did my makeup. Very simple makeup. And started taking photos. And I will say I postponed making this video and sharing this because I didn't like the photos that much. Actually, it's weird. I love them, but I hate them at the same time. I love them because they're very personal to me. And initially I felt very annoyed while I was taking the photos because it was very hard. It was very hard. Because that camera works really well when you have a lot of space. But since I was very limited in my space, because I'm right here in my house and it's small, it just wasn't working out how I wanted. And I think the shots that I got weren't... I had an idea in my head and it didn't completely work out. But still, I love the photos because that happens every time with film. I tend to love film regardless, just because it has such a feel to it. But yeah, I ended up really, really adoring these photos. They are very personal to me, and I think that's important. It's important to have things that are personal to you, and that even if others may not like it, who cares? Like, you know, I'll remember these photos in like 30 years or so. Especially because they're wrapped in this concept, you know, that I've had about life and death and dualities inside of me and things like that. It's very, very deep in that way. So, yeah, I'll stop here and let me know if you liked this video, if you hated it, if whatever you thought, if you had any reaction at all, let me know. And I'll leave you to these questions. What do you think about life? What do you think about death? What do you think comes after? And are you inspired to take some self-portraits?